Okay, so with my system, I have a 750 watt up right now. I have another 750 watts that actually hopefully will get up this weekend. I'm planning on building the frames for it tomorrow and getting them up right away.
So now your frames are
Pressure treated lumber.
okay, so that's good.
And it's 2x8s, 2x6s, and these are obviously 2x4s with the hinges. And then I just put the rebar in here so I can pull these outer up. And the reason these are as big as high as they are, because with the panels, I can slide that right up, like when we get into the winter weather.
Oh yeah.
If I want to get them higher off the ground.
I wondered about that.
Yep. So,
that's really good.
Yep. So I mean, I know it would be better if they were all up in the air. But for right now, this is where they have to be because that's what I have right now.
Right.
But
well, that's good. Now all you got to do is put a hole and some pegs to pin the bottoms where you want them.
Yep. Yep.
That's nice.
Yep. So
that's very nice.
But so I'm going to have a grand total of right now. I have 1,500 watts. The goal eventually is to get to 3,000 watts.
Good.
Okay. Now you saw the batteries, and I showed you the battery room.
Yep.
And so I got 12 batteries right now. The L16s,
L16s.
Right. And I'll probably add 4 more batteries onto that.
Okay.
For a grand total of 16 batteries, and I shouldn't need any more than that.
Now, how many watts does that give you? How many amps or watts does that give you?
I'd have to figure it out and look at it again.
All right.
It's a ton.
Yeah, it's a lot, right?
Yeah, but it's a 24 volt system right now. Eventually, I may go to 48. I don't know yet.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
Right. So, but like I said, right now I have 3 24 volt batteries with the 12 6 volt batteries. Okay.
All right.
So then I'll take you guys down here, and
now, I remember watching you clear all this out on your videos.
Yeah.
Back when I used to have time to watch some videos.
Right. Yeah. We put over $1,000 just into the driveway itself.
Yeah.
And
something
because it was just a muddy, ruddy track into here. We put a couple grape plants in 2 years ago here, but I also have wild grapes all over the place. Like the vines are going up the trees here. And I have a lot of wood that I got to clear out yet. But right here, if you can see here, got the wild raspberries.
Oh, there they are. Yep.
Yep. And they're all over the whole property.
Oh yeah, nice.
And then in front, so I've been putting more of the other stone in the front of the driveway just to fill it in to make it just more solid.
Yeah.
The road itself is a seasonal road. So my neighbor that lives down in the first place, he gets a load of gravel in. And so what we did is I gave him some money towards the gravel. And then we fill in any kind of holes
do it yourself. That's good.
like that. Yep. Because the town doesn't do anything with our road.
Oh wow. So who plows it?
Guys that live down that way, and there's guys that live down this way, and they plow it out.
Okay.
So, and obviously we're responsible for our own driveway.
This is your apple trees, I can see.
Yeah, this is an apple tree here.
Okay.
And actually you can see
these flowers.
You can see the grapevine.
Oh yeah.
Kicks up through.
Climbing it.
That one.
Oh, you got some garlic mustard out there. Do you know that garlic mustard, this weed here? Are you familiar with this?
No.
I love it. Oh, I love this stuff. I just introduced Melanie to that. This is garlic mustard. This is one of my favorite wild edibles. Here. It tastes like garlic and mustard.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
You can cook it. You can use it in salads.
Really? No.
And you've got it growing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can use the roots too. It's like horseradish.
Oh, very cool.
Very nice stuff. I love it.
So then we got another apple tree here, and then there's another one here. So this whole area is mine. We put the second driveway in here last year. Another apple tree here, and we get quite a few apples. Unfortunately, I did not harvest them last year because I couldn't. But I'm hoping to this year. There's another apple tree here that's also mine.
Oh, nice. So all the berries everywhere, berries.
Yeah, we got a lot of wild berries. So we put the second driveway in here, and then we put the other storage building, and that's where I keep my motorcycle.
That's a cute shed. That's an Amish shed.
Yep, Amish shed. Yep. And then got my trailers over here. And then I own, it's 585 feet one side, and it's 590 feet deep on the other side. So I go quite a ways up the hill.
All right.
And basically where the tractor is, where he has his tractor.
Yeah.
That's where my property line starts. So
all right.
I own all this back through here. So I have a lot left to clean up. There's a ton of cleanup to do.
Oh yeah, I know.
But you know, it's a work in progress. It just takes time.
I know what you mean.
You know, but it's a labor of love.
Yep.
You know, and it's very, very peaceful here. It's very quiet, which is really, really nice. Coming from suburbia to out in the country, and we're up in the hills, which I like that. I picked the spot pretty strategically. I do have a well on the property. Unfortunately, the water is sulfur.
Oh.
But there's a lot of springs up through here. So I'm going to try to figure if I can find a spring up the hill and maybe, you know, utilize that.
That'd be good.
But, you know, it's like I said, it's a work in progress, and I love it. You know, it's
a beautiful way of life.
it's very peaceful.
Yes.
And it's very satisfying knowing that you're not reliant on the system. That's my biggest thing.
Me too.
It's like, you know, having my own power. If the power goes out, my power stays on, you know, and so that's why I've been really working on upgrading my entire system. You know, with having kids, they want to be on their laptops all the time.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So, but yeah, like I said, it's a work in progress. We can go back around the other way, and I'll show you. We'll do the.
Okay.
We'll go that way.
Yeah, with Melanie here, now I need more power, so that's why I came to see you. Well, I've been wanting to get up here forever. We've been talking about it for 2 years, I think.
We've been talking about it for 2 years.
Yeah. And with Melanie here now, we need a little bit more power. So I want to thank you very much for hooking me up with these batteries.
No, not a problem. Like I said, it's about taking care of each other.
Yeah, preppers helping preppers.
Yep. Okay, so when we first moved up here last June, we started out in just a camper. It's a 37-foot camper, and so my original plan was to build something myself. And then I got the unfortunate news the day before we moved up here that I had cancer and I had to have a surgery. So we moved up here, and my focus when we first got up here was getting the power set up and stuff like that. So we had set up our solar system, and then I had my surgery in July of last year, and I'm happy to say I am cancer free now, so that's a freaking great thing.
That's good.
So what we did was I had bought this building. It's a 14 by 40 lofted barn. So it had a front door and a back door on it, and that was it. And so started working on that on the interior. And when we first got the wood stove in, I bought this in October, and when we first got the wood stove in, literally we were sleeping on the floor in front of the wood stove because it had gotten to November by that point, and it was really getting cold up here. It's been a labor of love. We've done a lot of work on the inside, a long way to go, a lot more work to do. This year, this spring, we just set up the rain catchment system. This is a 550-gallon water tank, all fed off the gutters, and that feeds, if you look over here, right into inside, and I'm still working on getting everything squared away inside. But like I said, it's just, you know, it's a process. Everything doesn't happen overnight. And, you know, we live in a world of instant gratification.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if you are living off grid or if you're a prepper, there is no instant gratification. Everything takes time and money. And that's basically what it comes down to. And I work a full-time job, so, you know, I have to do things as I can. And like I said, I have a lot of work to do up here. I plan on getting a garden in this year and doing some other things as well. But right now it's focusing on working on upgrading my solar system, which we're working on that. And it's been a real joy. I mean, I'll tell you what, it's being up here. I have 3 acres. I came from suburbia. I lived with neighbors up all your butt and everywhere else. And now we have neighbors are not really close, which is awesome. Now you probably, if you're one of Troy's followers and you haven't seen my channel before, you're probably wondering about all the flags. What I have done is I've said anybody from around the world, if you wanted to send me your flag, I would fly your flag. I had somebody ask me if I would fly the pirate flag, so I said yes I would, so they sent me that. I got the Welsh flag down here, Australian flag, you know, got the other flag right here behind you. The Confederate flag, I fly the Confederate flag because it's a time in our country when people had enough and they stood up and they said we're not going to take it anymore. That's why I fly the Confederate flag. It is not a racist thing by any way, shape, or form. It's a sign of respect for my brothers in the South that are prepping, and that I fly it proudly for them. I have the Dutch flag, I have the Canadian flag, the Do Not Tread on Me flag, all those were gifts. I have the Harley Davidson flag over there. That was also a gift that was sent to me. On the front side of the house, a young lady from Great Britain that was originally from South Africa. She sent me the British flag and the South African flag.
Okay.
So that's why I fly the flags. And if you are going to come to my channel and check out my channel, please, if you want to send me a flag from your country, I will proudly fly your flag. That's what I believe that we're all in this together. We're a small niche community, preppers and off-gridders, and we need to work together, you know, and should not be fighting with each other. We should all be working together for the common goal of trying to help each other out, because if something, or I should say when something goes wrong, people are going to flock to us because of the fact that we are prepared.
Yep.
You know, I mean, and that's the reality of it.
Yep.
So.
That's right.
But, so this is my place, and like I said, I have a lot of work to do. I continue to work on it, and, you know, I'm trying to do it and try to raise 2 kids at the same time.
Well, there's preppernurse1, everybody. Check out his channel. I'll put the link down below.
All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Troy from the Do-It-Yourself world and Melanie in the background. Talk to y'all later.